Hi, this is Little Dwarf playing games while rambling incoherently into a microphone. Why? Well, just because I can, and I continue with the Unavowed blind.
Come on, kid, move! I just want to get a bit of target practice in.
I don't see what the big deal is.
I can't shoot the target with KK in front of it. I might hit her.
You know bullets just go through her, right?
Yeah, but it's still weird.
If it doesn't bother her, I don't see why it should bother you.
Why is she so keen to be shot at anyway?
She says it's fun.
Fun.
Different things are fun when you're dead. So many great bars in Brooklyn and we didn't walk past a single one. I call that a blessing. Anyway, what's up?
Any thoughts on our last mission?
I think we made a good call with Stan, although maybe not the right one. I know what addiction is like. Sometimes you're not even aware of the damage you're doing until it's too late. If Stan Bates gets the help he needs, then maybe he'll be okay. Maybe. Either way, what's done is done. If it turns out we made the wrong call, we'll try and make it right.
What's going on in here?
Oh, KK's just messing with Vicky, that's all. I'd stop her, but it's not like I can make KK do anything. Plus, it's nice to see KK mess with someone else for a change.
Can I ask you about KK?
She says it's okay, so go ahead.
She's with you all the time.
Yep, pretty much all the time. She can't travel very far from me. Maybe a few hundred feet, half a block at most. So I couldn't shake her even if I wanted to. Not that I would. She's good company.
It's not awkward having her around all the time?
Nah, like I said, KK's good company. See? She just made a farting noise with her mouth. Quality entertainment, free of charge.
What about when you have company over?
You don't mince words with the personal questions, do you? I'll tell you this though, since I got sober, company hasn't been much of an issue for me. I just haven't wanted to. I couldn't tell you why that is, any more than I could tell you why I hooked up so many times when I was drinking. So having KK around hasn't cramped my style. At least, not in that way.
Okay.
You got it. Sure, we'll chat later.
So muses exist, and they can kill people. I see why Mandana was always training so hard. Speaking of Mandana, she's kinda taking a break today. She's in the study, so we're giving her some space. Anyway, what's going on?
Thoughts on the last mission?
It's a toughie, right? Is Stan guilty of keeping a lethal weapon if the weapon is literally a part of him? I suppose letting him go felt right, but was it actually right? Whatever. We made a call. Whatever happens, happens.
What's going on in here?
Oh, Mandana said I could use that target for practice. I was thinking of all the bad guys we've seen so far. I figured I should brush up. Training here would be easier than the ranges I usually go to. Too many cops asking me awkward questions. Of course, they also have fewer ghost kids trying to psych me out. So, 6 of 1. Right. Catch you later, partner.
Oh, hi. Sorry, I was a bit distracted. Mandana told me about your encounter with Calliope, so I've been reading some old scrolls about muses. Most of the scrolls in the Library of Alexandria were Greek, so you can imagine there's a lot on the subject.
Yeah, that's very cool that he mentions that specifically, because I was talking about it. Thoughts on the last mission?
I'm glad we didn't kill Stan. Really, really glad. But leaving him with his power? I just hope he figures it out before someone else dies.
Is Mandana doing okay?
Yeah, she's hanging in there, just as I am.
Can I talk about the pictures?
Sure, I guess.
I'm curious about that wedding picture.
Well, I can't deny that's me. Almost 70 years ago that was taken. The cancer came about 5 years later. She was gone a few years after that. Sorry, could we not talk about this?
The two little girls, are they yours?
Yep, that's Julie and Gloria. They look quite a bit different now. Sure. Right, see you around.
was just processing the events of last night. I have no memory of what transpired in the creative force. Perhaps it is better that way. Regardless, it was good to see Calliope again. I will always have a fondness for her, wherever fate takes her next.
Any thoughts on the last mission?
For what it is worth, Stan Bates spoke the truth. He does not intend to cause any more harm. But convictions mean little without the action to back them up. Thus far, Stan Bates has been lacking in that regard. I can only hope he proves otherwise.
How are you holding up?
I admit that it has been difficult, but I am managing. Hunting this demon helps. Eli told me that it gets easier, but never quite gets better. Perhaps he thought that was reassuring.
Should we start the meeting?
Yes. Eli said he had some information to share. It is time he did so.
You look kinda tired, Eli. You okay?
I'm fine. Too much fire reading. Takes a lot out of you. Anyway, information about Melchoressa was carefully guarded. Even with fire reading, all I found were fragments. But I did learn a few things.
Well, don't keep us in suspense.
Yeah. What are we dealing with here? You said yesterday that it had something to do with knowledge?
Yes, quite literally. From the bits I was able to pick up, the name Melchoressa is synonymous with knowledge.
What does that mean? It knows things? What kind of things?
It knew about Galeen and how to free her.
Indeed. It knew just where to strike, and who to strike against. Again and again. Only a creature with immense reserves of knowledge could achieve this.
Why would a spirit of knowledge need a pocket roam?
I don't know. I only found accounts of people who used Melchoressa for information. Nothing about Melchoressa itself.
I guess when we find it, we can ask it.
So it literally knows everything.
It appears to know more than we do for certain. It has a decisive advantage.
Knowledge is power? My dad used to say that all the time.
A trite phrase, but in this instance, quite true.
How do we stop it?
I don't really know. In the texts I read, nobody ever mentioned being possessed by Melchoressa. They just talked to it.
Talk to it.
Yeah, they'd summon it, then ask it questions. Usually about dark magic or how to defeat an enemy. And they had to pay in blood. Lots of it. People would die every single time. But Melchoressa was always correct every single time.
Nobody was ever possessed before me.
I didn't say that. I said there was no record of it. So maybe you're not the first.
If it was so smart, how did it let itself be exorcised?
You're right. It should have known we were there. Should have known how to avoid us or stop us.
You really think so? I mean, I've taken a few boxing lessons at the gym, but I wouldn't last 2 seconds in a real ring. Knowing things isn't the same as understanding them.
Truly spoken, this Melchoressa is not all-knowing, nor all-powerful. It is important to remember this.
So the meeting's adjourned.
Yes, meeting adjourned.
Let's go.
Damn it!
What? Is everything okay?
Just check the score. The Yanks are down 1 in the 6th inning against the Sox, so no.
You're a baseball fan?
Have you met a cop family? The order of religions is Catholic, football, baseball.
I used to take my kids to games in the summertime, back when the Mets were worth rooting for.
Sorry, that was when again?
Ouch.
Let's go to Wall Street.
This neighborhood is so darn clean.
know. It's pristine. Everything working like clockwork.
I mean, look at it. Not a single pothole or cracked sidewalk tile. How can you trust a place like this?
It takes work to keep things this well maintained. You put in the work, you reap the benefits.
Yeah, but who's benefiting?
The city, the country, the world.
If you say so.
The grand old clock peeks out of the evening mists. The woman is busy attaching a poster to the wall.
Sorry, I'm kind of busy right now.
I'll let you do the talking.
Downtown residential area to Wall Street. Okay, let's go to the residential area.
I won't let one mistake destroy everything I've built. I won't. Too many depend on us. There's too much at stake.
It sounds to me like you have a problem.
Yes, I know this. I'm too old for flippancy. The trust must survive. If we go down, it would be catastrophic. You told me you could make all this go away. Is this true?
Just leave it to me.
You are asking me to extend you a lot of trust. Listen, Mr. What was your name again? It is not my nature to trust anyone, least of all a stranger. And yet, I think you're the man for the job. Whatever it is you need to do, do it, with my blessing.
You won't regret this, Jason.
Let's go to my office and discuss this privately.
Something tells me this help doesn't involve a low-interest loan.
Is everything all right? Should I call an ambulance?
Oh, hi. No. Our friend is just having an episode. He gets them sometimes.
No, never mind. It's not my problem.
See? Totally fine.
Well, you seem all right. Just be careful around here. Well, just be careful.
Well, that was awkward.
Strong wooden doors form a barrier to a pleasant apartment building. Locked.
Not sure what you want me to do there.
Sorry, I have no idea what you want me to do.
Hardy plants bring a touch of nature to the big city. It looks like a poster for a missing child. Elijah Cook, 3 months, male, biracial, black, brown eyes. Address, missing since May 17th, 2017. Elijah was last seen outside of his home. He was allegedly abducted from inside his stroller. He was wearing a tan knit cap and one white onesie. He's half Chinese, half Caucasian. Please contact the police with any information. Okay, so I think it's the first time it has given me the exact date, although it might have said so on the invitation to the barbecue.
They sit in their tower, believing they're giants. That they're too important, too vital to fail. So they walk like giants in the clouds, looking down on us with disgust. Nobody can see the truth. Nobody can see them for what they are. They're thieves, stealing our future, our children. And we let them over and over again. This building, this gleaming glass monolith, it represents all we want to be. But it was built on a foundation of lies and sustained by the gullible. The gullible who sell their souls willingly to a god who doesn't care. They sit in their tower, believing they're giants.
Are you all right?
All right? Society is being consumed by a terminal poison. We've been robbed and nobody sees it. So no, sir, I am not all right. I am in great pain, as we all are.
If there was a robbery, you should report it. I doubt that's what he means. He means like a broader societal problem with the distribution of wealth. It's not exactly reportable to the police.
Report it to who? The police?
It's been known to work. Well, most of the time. Well, some of the time. Actually, you're better off just screaming.
The police can do nothing. They are asleep. They don't see.
What are you doing out here?
Screaming into the abyss in the hope that someone hears me. Can you hear me?
Of course we can. Deaf grandmother's 5 blocks away can hear you.
You hear with your ears, but not your mind. You are asleep. Wake up! Please.
We are asleep?
Yes, because I am the only one awake. Please wake up. Please.
They don't see. You don't mean void touch, do you?
He's touched all right.
The only void is the dark emptiness inside the Grant City Trust. They are the cancerous tumor, poisoning society and stealing our future. But nobody sees it. They can't.
What's your issue with the trust?
They are a cancer on society, taking our future, taking our lives.
You hate bankers, we get it. Don't get so carried away.
I mean precisely what I say.
Our future's been taken?
Yes, it has. Taken by us. For the benefit of them, the giants on high. Pity the few who are chosen. They know not why.
You don't mean literal giants, do you?
They believe they are giants, looking down at us from the clouds and calling us losers. But they are the losers. They would be nothing if it weren't for us.
I don't understand what you mean.
I know. I just hoped. No, this is my cross to bear.
Who are those giants again?
In the clouds, looking down at us from the clouds and calling us losers. But they are the losers. They would be nothing if it weren't for us.
Well, I'll leave you to whatever you're doing. A famous charging bull of Wall Street, a monument to finance. The Rhine paddles into a reflection of the towering glass building. The man grips his sign like his life depends on it. Sleek sliding glass door into the bank headquarters. GCT, a financial megacorp, dogged by scandals and accusations of underhanded dealings. Let's go inside.
Huh, another ghost. Jesus, listen to me talking about seeing ghosts like it's no big deal.
In the grand scheme of things, it's not. Everyone dies.
I know that. Thank you very much. I didn't need the reminder.
Yeah, I can't really do anything with it without Logan. A portrait of an imperious-looking man gazes down at you. Jason Grant. Oh, he has just recently died.
Hey, look. This guy's name is Jason. Didn't you call that guy Jason in your vision thing?
Jason Grant? I don't believe it.
You know this guy?
Sure I know him. Well, knew him back in the 60s. Jason was just a fresh-faced kid then. He sure got old.
This plant could do with some water. This man seems bored but happy. A stacked card is for visitors to leave messages on.
Hey, folks.
Wait, are you Robbie Siegel?
Yeah? Do I know you?
You know my dad. You guys used to go boating.
No friggin' way. Rick Santina's kid? Vicky?
Yep. Hi.
Don't you Santinas melt if you leave Staten Island? What are you doing here?
Long story, but my friend's got a couple of questions for you. He's on the level, I swear.
I'll do my best. What's on your mind?
Did you know Jason Grant?
Not really. I mean, he walked past the desk every day. He'd say hello, but we never really talked. I guess we never will now. Poor guy.
Could you tell me more about him?
Well, he named this bank after himself. I honestly don't know much. Nice enough guy, but I don't know much else. Sorry.
How did he die?
Had a heart attack just outside the door. Was waiting for his car service when, poof, out like a light. The guy was fit, too. Well, fit for a 73-year-old.
But it was still natural causes?
You work in a case, Santina? I'll save you time. Totally natural. The guy was just stressed out. I don't care how in shape you are. If you can't relax, you're not healthy.
Who's running the bank now that the founder is dead?
That would be Roy Fellows. I don't know much about him.
Why's that?
Because I never see the guy. If he ever comes and goes, it's never when I'm on shift.
You don't know anything about him?
No, like I said, I never see the guy. But the lights are still on, and I still get paid, so I figure he's doing all right.
So Grant was stressed.
Well, like I said, I saw him every day. We didn't talk much, but he was always laughing and joking with people. But towards the end, he was always alone. He never laughed. He never smiled. He looked, well, stressed. Maybe it's the economy. You keep hearing it's bouncing back, but maybe he knew something we plebs didn't.
You're open late.
It isn't late in Beijing, or in Australia. Global world of finance. Someone is always working here, which means someone is always at this desk.
You know Vicky's dad?
Know him? I was the best man at his wedding. Ah, damn it, I missed the last anniversary barbecue, didn't I?
Yeah, you didn't miss much. Don't worry about it.
Next year, I promise.
Can I go in?
Sure, just show me your ID and I'll buzz you right in.
I don't have an ID. Can I go in anyway?
I shouldn't, but, well, what the hell. Go right ahead.
Ignore him. He's so full of shit, Robbie.
And you talk just like your old man. Don't ever stop. Sorry, I'm just messing with you guys. The late shift gets boring. What can I say?
Thanks for your time.
See you around.
A bank of elevators to usher you into the inner sanctum.
Whoa, sorry. You gotta show me your ID card if you want to get in.
Okay, so I guess I need to get myself one.
Hey, folks.
Hey, Robbie, didn't you used to work the desk at Bellevue Mental Hospital?
For a bit, yeah. Hated it. The lights were always on the blink, and the radio never worked. This place is better. They're just as crazy, but at least they're crazy rich. See you around.
They sit in their tower, believing they are
Are you familiar with Jason Grant?
He was crushed.
Crushed.
Crushed by the tower edifice of evil that he created. The future was taken because of him. It is as they say, what goes around comes around. He deserved no less.
Come on. Nobody deserves to be crushed to death.
Do not doubt me. My name is Hugh Kravitz, and I speak the truth.
Do you know Roy Fellows, the new CEO?
He rests at the top of the towering edifice. All answer to him. He answers to nobody. Fellows is untouchable.
So, about Kalash. I've lost friends in the line of duty before. It always sucks. I'm sorry.
Sucks. Yeah, that's one word for it.
I mean it. I didn't know him for very long, but he seemed like a good guy.
I can't say he was a good guy, but he was a guy that tried to do good. It's all he ever wanted to do. Maybe that's enough.
Yeah, maybe. Doesn't make it better though, does it?
No, it definitely does not.
Buzzers for individual apartments. What's the missing child's family apartment again? Apartment 4E.
Yeah, who is it?
I read about your missing son.
You did? You know where he is?
No, I don't, sorry.
Then why? Just stop bothering me. Bye.
Okay, I guess I should look for some clues.
Sorry, I...
Guess nobody's home. Guess nobody. Guess nobody's home.
There has to be something I'm missing, right? Well, I guess let's talk to them.
So Eli, you used to be normal like me, right?
I was an accountant, if that's what you mean. Almost 50 years ago.
Huh. What was it like going from that to this?
Well, the supernatural world wasn't as dense as it is now. So maybe I had it a bit easier. But then again, I had to fake my own death and never see my family again, so who's to say?
Yeah?
Ever come here before?
Well, the ferry's nearby, isn't it? Everyone from Staten Island passes through here eventually. Not like I have any other reason to come. The crooks here aren't exactly the kind we cops can touch.
Any ideas what to do?
I can't believe Robbie Siegel does security on Wall Street. My dad'll flip his shit. In a good way, of course. Yeah.
What's up?
Do you know anything about the Wall Street area?
You kidding? This is the financial capital of the country. Maybe the world. This is where it all happens. Right here. In every boardroom of every building. Empires rise and fall.
Jesus, hyperbole much?
It's not hyperbole if it's true. I knew some good people here. Sometimes I wonder what happened to them.
You seem strangely happy.
Well, I am. This was my old stomping grounds, back in my mundane days. I spent half my life here. My firm had dealings with all the major banks. Homefed, Downey, Gibraltar. Of course, they're all closed now. Guess they couldn't handle it without me.
Could you fire eat something?
I'll do my best. What do you need?
Apparently I don't have anything.
Fire away.
What do you think we should do?
I'm wondering if that guy by the charging bull has anything useful to say. Or if he's just crazy. Maybe we should learn more about him. Right behind you.
They sit in their tower, believing they're giants. That they're too important, too vital to fail. So they walk like giants in the clouds.
Who are those giants again?
In the clouds, looking down at us from the clouds and calling us losers. But they are the losers.
Don't know what I'd say.
I'll let you do the talking.
Not sure what you want me to do there.
It ain't talking to us. Let's just move on. Logan ain't here, so we're just wasting our time.
Hey, folks. How's Donnie doing these days? He's still doing Little League?
Jesus, that was 15 years ago. Donnie's a cop now.
No friggin' way. Where does the time go? Don't retire if you can help it, Vicky. Take it from me.
Do you know Hugh Kravitz, the protester outside?
I have no idea. Sorry.
Jesus, the cop clam up.
Huh?
That's what we called it. Whenever an older cop wouldn't tell us something. It didn't work when my dad used it, and it sure ain't working for you.
Jesus, you're a Santina to the bone.
Cut the bullshit, Robbie. Spill.
Fine. It's not like you can't look this up online anyway. Hugh Kravitz used to be a vice president of this bank.
What happened?
Vicky, I could always trust your dad. Can I trust you too?
Don't worry. Your lips, God's ears, etc.
Okay. Hugh caused a big scene here. Everyone's trying to keep it quiet. He was a real up-and-comer type. Was just promoted to vice president. Then he went a bit nuts.
Nuts?
Yeah, he snapped. He took a bunch of documents, set them on fire, and threw them into the cubicle pen.
Jesus.
I told you, nuts. He nearly burned the whole place down. So he's fired on the spot. The next day, he's out there, carrying that sign and screaming his head off.
Thanks.
See you around.
So maybe he can fire read those documents.
What's up? I'll do my best. What do you need?
Hugh set some documents on fire. Any chance we might see them?
I don't see why not.
Financial sector profits, all domestic corporate profits. Everything I say is a lie. No, no, no. No, no, no. Confidential. CSA progress report. Financial crisis, employment loss. Please let me confess. I will burn it, I promise. I took your child, Travis. Fellows made me do it. I am so sorry. Fellows made me do it. Fellows made me do it. I can't confess. I can only write it down and burn it. I can't break free, can't escape. Help someone.
Jesus. A kid. He took a kid.
Shit. Should I call the local precinct? I know a few guys.
I think this might be a little out of their league.
They sit in their tower, believing they're...
Is it true that you were the vice president of the trust?
That changes nothing. I have witnessed the corruption firsthand. The poison, the festering malignancy, the
what?
Nothing. Nothing at all.
We heard you set a fire in your office.
A fire was set. By who, I cannot say.
It was by you. You set the fire. Robbie Siegel just told us.
I cannot say.
We read your confession.
What? You mean you can see? See the truth?
Sure, we can see the truth. You took a kid.
Come on, fess up.
I can't.
Right. Your confession said you couldn't talk about it.
So you're under some kind of compulsion.
The truth hurts. Hurts my head. It hurts so much.
Then maybe you shouldn't have taken a kid.
Look, we want to help you, but we can't if you don't give us something. Anything.
I cannot speak the truth. I did not kidnap a child.
Wait, you're lying, right? So you're saying you did?
Mr. Fellows did not force me to steal a baby boy. That boy was not named Elijah Cook. The boy did not belong to my closest friend and co-worker, who I can't look in the eye anymore, and God help me!
What the hell happened to him?
He tried to get around his compulsion. It was strong. It fought back.
We can't just leave him here. I'm calling an ambulance.
Hopefully his brain isn't fried. We've done all we can for him. Let's get to the bottom of this.
Well, maybe now I can talk to the lady. My name is Matthew. I have some information about your missing son.
You do?
I think it has something to do... Can I go inside to talk about it?
Yes, of course. I'll buzz you in. You're the one who collapsed on the street earlier, weren't you?
I'm fine now, don't worry.
I honestly don't care. You said you have information about my son? It's been 3 months. I thought the police had given up. But you're not really the police, are you?
Not exactly, but my friend and I are former detectives.
It doesn't matter either way, I guess.
Vicky Santina. The guy in the hat is Eli.
I see. Appropriate.
Appropriate?
Nothing. Everyone thinks I made it up. They think I'm crazy. But I know what I saw. I know what happened.
You can trust us. Whatever you tell us, we'll believe you.
He disappeared right in front of my eyes. I took him out in the stroller. We go running in the morning, and he just vanished.
You mean literally?
Yes, I mean that literally. He vanished. I saw him smile. I heard him laugh. He always laughed when the sun hit his eyes. Then he just melted into nothing. I thought I was having a breakdown. I thought I left him in his crib or something. But I looked everywhere. He was just gone. The police don't believe me. They think I was negligent, that I left him alone, that I'm a bad mother. But I'm not. I saw what I saw. He disappeared.
We believe you. I'm so sorry.
I don't need sorry. I need him found. You said you had new information. Is that true?
Yes. Hugh Kravitz was forced to do it by his boss at the Grant City Trust.
Hugh and the Grant City Trust. I never liked that place. I never liked this city. We should have just stayed down in Florida.
Can we ask you a few questions about what happened?
Sure. Whatever it takes.
You moved here from Florida?
Yeah. Cedar Key. Born and raised. Same as my husband, Travis. He applied to the Grant City Trust on a whim. Didn't expect to actually get hired. And now, here we are.
Your husband works for the bank. Can we talk to him?
Travis doesn't live here anymore. He went to a hotel, I think. He won't tell me where.
Your husband moved out.
Yes, he did. He says he can't look at me. He can't talk to me. He thinks I'm crazy. He thinks I'm the one who lost Elijah. Maybe I can't blame him. I don't know.
That's awful. Families should stick together in times like this.
Maybe, but we're not family anymore.
Of course you are.
Tell him that, if you can find him.
How did... do you know Jason Grant?
Didn't he, die? I don't know much about him. Sorry.
How do you know Hugh Kravitz?
He was friends with my husband. They're co-workers. Or rather, they were co-workers. Hugh got promoted a few months ago. We had him over to celebrate. It was... Jesus. It was the night before Elijah disappeared. I never noticed that connection before. Why would I? But how? Why?
We don't know. I'm sorry.
What about Hugh? He's always outside the bank. Did you ask him?
He's kind of unconscious right now.
Of course he is.
Why was he protesting outside the bank?
I don't know. He would never talk to me. He wouldn't look me in the eye. I guess now I know why.
How did your son disappear again?
Like I said, I took him outside for a walk in the sun. Then he just disappeared. I didn't imagine it. I know what I saw.
Can we take a look around?
If you think it will help, I'll just be here.
A key on a lanyard. One of the umbrellas is still wet and dripping from the rain. A woman's coat, a man's overcoat, bone dry. Financial tomes, serious novels and vacation photos from some pretty nice locations. An empty stroller abandoned in the corner of the room. Nothing found. Still life of flowers. Small handwritten note tacked to the wall. Reminder, bear. Monochrome photo of a couple dressed in old-fashioned clothes. Tasteful abstract squiggle. Expensive-looking wooden crib. Some faint glowy residue is spread on the mattress of the crib.
Ugh, look at that stuff. Is it glowing?
It's cast off, I think. Residue that's sometimes left behind when magic is used.
Magic that could, say, disappear a baby?
Yeah, I don't know what else it could be. Whoever did this, they were careful. This spell has a very strong veil around it. Otherwise, Winnie Cook would have seen it.
Instead, everyone thinks she's crazy. Yeah, I can relate.
It's a cute bear dressed up in an old-timey detective.
Jesus, Griff the PI bear. They're still making these things? Me and my two brothers all had one growing up. If you're a kid in a cop family, you're practically issued one in the womb. Jesus, Griff the PI bear. Me and my two brothers all had one growing up. Sorry, I have...
Well, there's a reminder about the bear, but I'm not quite sure what it means. The mask looks old, possibly an antique. The alarm isn't set. Solid oak bed, neatly made. This wouldn't be $1 million view in most cities, but this is Manhattan. Heavy set of drawers with baby photos on top. A painting of a lady in a hat. Sleek desktop computer set in an oak-cornered desk. What was the name of the bear? Griff? Let's just check. It's right next to it.
Jesus, Griff the PI bear. They're still making these things? Me and my...
yeah, with two Fs. Griff. Gloria Cook. Missing you already. I guess you've moved in by now. I can't believe you're living in New York. How is Vinny adjusting? I imagine a lot has changed since I lived there. There was a Chinese place on Lex that my dad used to take me to. You think it's still there? Travis Cook wrote, there were Chinese restaurants back then. Didn't they get overrun by all of the dinosaurs and woolly mammoths? Miss you too. Ha ha ha. Methead. Hey, you're a Mets fan, right? Bossman gave me the tickets for the game this weekend. I'd go, but they're playing the Sox and I might get lynched. You want to take them and see the Mets lose? From Hugh Kravitz. Undisclosed, no subject. For all networking and security needs, contact Tomo. Julie Beckett. Your mom just told me. I can't believe it. I'm going to be a great hound. I'm so old. Wi-Fi is spotty here in Tibet. But I leave in 2 weeks for Mongolia. Come join me when you have the chance. I bet you still keep your passport in old Mr. Spooky Face's eye hole, like your mom used to. Family traditions, you know, very important, you learn. Gloria Cook, so proud of you. I forgot how cold New York can get. Back in Florida, still thawing out. Elijah is a perfect name. I am sorry for getting so emotional. It has been almost 50 years, but you never really forget, do you? Treasure that kid. Treasure your family. Take nothing for granted, ever. I'm so happy for you. I can't take it. Love, Mom. So, Gloria Cook is, you know, they are all related to Eli, right? Because those are his daughters who are old now. They have their own children who are already adults. So, you know, this is this woman is Eli's granddaughter. Hugh Kravitz, Julie Beckett, so cute. Sis sent me pictures, lots and lots of pictures. I loved them, send more. You named him Elijah. I cried in the middle of Jarpur temple when I heard. I had to leave the tour group. I love my family. Oh, right, because that's their father's name. Elijah. Spoil that wife and kid of yours rotten. I'll be visiting soon to help out. Auntie Jewel. Hugh Kravitz. I'm so sorry. Trav, I can't imagine what you're going through. If there's anything you need, anything at all, just ask. I'm so sorry. Grand City Trust Admin. Due to the recent security concerns, we have deactivated all ID cards. New ID cards will be reissued at the end of the day. If you do not receive your card, a photo ID will be accepted in the interim. We apologize for the inconvenience.
Julie? Gloria? Elijah? It can't be.
You okay? You look like you've seen a ghost.
I'm fine. I think so. I mean, no, it's impossible.
What are you talking about?
Nothing. I don't know. Nothing. Just let's keep looking around.
Okay, I will continue, but next time, because this episode has been long enough. So I'm going to save and end it for now. That's all for this one, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.